Hey everybody, this is Mark. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Hope everyone is doing well. Um, it is, well, no, actually, it's probably close to midnight. By the time you guys see this, it will be Saturday. But the purpose of the video isn't so much to review any particular album or anything like that. It's to talk about a little bit about the FTD label. And kind of the different things that I've found out in trying to obtain, especially the vinyl. I don't own a lot of the CDs. I have a number of them. I don't have a ton of them. But it's where you can go to different resources you can use to obtain some of the titles that maybe have eluded you in the past. As you all, I'm sure already know, a lot of the older FTD vinyls are becoming increasingly harder to get. And if you do find them, they're going for really, really insane amounts of money. And a lot of it is patience. A lot of it is being at the right time, right place at the right time, and and just trying to strike a deal with somebody. Now, the one CD, the one CD set that I belong to probably about a dozen Facebook Elvis groups. And the one that I belong to, if you're interested in this, it's very informative. You meet up with people from all over the world, all different countries, which is most of the Facebook groups that I'm in. But this one is actually an Elvis FTD Facebook page, and I joined probably close to a year ago. But if you go to Facebook and you just type in Elvis FTD, it'll come right up. And usually you have to answer a couple questions like, how long have you been an Elvis fan? And, what do you love most about Elvis and his music? So just usually a couple questions. It's just kind of formality, and you answer them, and usually within no time, usually within a couple of hours, you get a notice that you've been accepted. And I've picked up a ton of stuff that I've had a hard time getting. Either eBay eBay is a good source, but the issue with eBay is if you do find it, you're going to pay a boatload of money for it. And I've noticed, and if whoever's watched this, if you want to leave a comment to tell me your experience as well, I've noticed that on eBay, Discogs, a lot of these sellers that have these copies are overseas, either in the UK, Germany, Spain. I've purchased stuff from people all over the world, even Canada, the Netherlands, and I don't know why that is. I don't know how come most of the people that have this stuff is overseas. But yeah, as you know, the FTD vinyls are really, if you don't have them all and you want to start now, I'll tell you straight up, you're gonna fork out a lot of money because I think the last release that just came out, Raised on Rock, that just came out just in the last few weeks. I believe that's the 43rd release in the series. The series started in 1999, so I think that one was the 43rd one. Of those 43, I've not even pre-ordered. It's out now, and I think on shopelvis.com, it's still not expected to come out until the end of the month. But everywhere else, the Graceland store, the Elvis Shop of London, anywhere else that it's available, it's already been released. And a ton of people have got their copies. I've actually watched a couple of the channels I follow. They've done a review of the album and kind of showed it. So it's selling well from what I hear. But out of the 43, not counting that one, because I will probably get it in the next week or so, I think there's 4 of them that I need. The one that I really, really, really wanted, and it took me about a year to finally track it down, was the Elvis Standing Room Only. And that's actually, if it's not the most popular release, it's in the top couple. It was going, like I said, it was going for insane money. I found a couple copies. Like I said, I've been looking for about probably close to a year, and I would get outbid on eBay, and it would go for $475. I was just like, that is just so much money to pay for this. When you figure it came out, it was initially, like with shipping, you would have paid like 50, 52, 53, 54 bucks for it. And within a matter of just a few hours, 2 new copies, sealed copies, sold on Discogs. One sold for, again, the price, because there were, I think the guy who the first seller, he was in Spain. The second guy, he might have been in the UK. And the one sold for, with the dollar conversion, it's an odd amount. It was like $1,002 for the standing room only. And then prior to that, maybe an hour and a half before that, a copy sold. It was right around 870 something. I can't remember the exact amount. So I figured, you know what? I cannot see spending that kind of money on something that, yeah, it's hard to get a hold of. They're becoming increasingly hard to find. And I've been looking this long, and I kind of raised a white flag. I said, you know what? Everything's cool. I've come to the conclusions I'm not ever going to get a hold of a copy of it, because I just can't see spending that kind of money on it. So right around that time I gave up, it was probably maybe 3 or 4 days after those 2 sold, I got an alert, because you can, in Discogs, if there's a title that you're interested in, you can kind of set it, put the settings into where you'll get an alert when a seller puts it up for sale. So I get the alert, and I see it, and it's a brand new sealed copy. The pictures of it look really, really good. And the guy wanted about half of what these other guys were selling it for. So I reached out immediately, and I said, look, I've been looking for this for the longest time. I'm definitely interested. Could you send me a couple pictures of it, and would you take an offer for it? He sent me the pictures immediately, and I gave him an offer. Boom, he accepted it. And I had some records that had been just, lying in storage. I hadn't been listening to them. Most of them were sealed. They weren't going to be on my turntable anytime soon. So I took them to a record store up in town, got a pretty decent haul for them, got it, and bought this. And it is probably one of my favorite FTD albums. It's up there. It might be my absolute favorite. I love the picture on the cover. Of course, there's the hype sticker, the album that never was. So yeah, I do have the FTD CD set. That's actually pretty plentiful. You can pretty much find that. There's some of the tracks, of course, that you can find. It's a pretty common release, but this one, like I said, about a year it took me to get this. As you can see, it's in when the guy shipped it to me, he shipped it. It's a beautiful copy. As you can see, it's still sealed. 4 perfect corners. It is a beautiful, beautiful copy. I did hate to pay that much for it, but I was glad I finally got a hold of it. Another one that I've noticed that recently, within the last 6 months, has skyrocketed, and I paid probably about less than half of what it's gone for now. And it's actually one of my, after That's the Way It Is, it's my favorite 70s Elvis release. And it's this one, Promised Land. And this also is sealed. I haven't opened this yet. There's that stinking glare from my tripod. So there's that one. Like I bought that one, I want to say last February. And I paid a little bit for it, but it wasn't that bad for what it's gone for now. Like it's gone for insane money. I've seen it for upwards of $500 and $600. So those are just a couple I wanted to show you. Oh, and one more. This particular release, I saw on eBay for about $200 about 3 weeks ago. And then I saw it again. A seller that I bought from before wanted $125 for it. Actually, he wanted more than that, but he reached out to me and said, hey, I got a few of these sets. If you're interested, I'll sell it to you for a good price. So it would be about $125, and I wouldn't charge you for the shipping. But I found it just a couple weeks ago on the Elvis Shop of London, and he still has them, and it's this. Elvis is Back, the Elvis is Back sessions. It's been deleted for probably close to a year. Like I said, this one is also sealed. I haven't had a chance. I just got this just within the last probably week and a half to 2 weeks. And what's cool about the Elvis shop in London, whenever you buy anything from the owner of that shop, is for the FTD releases, he sends you, there's like a postcard or a glossy. This one, the Elvis's Back Sessions, came with a glossy postcard that was taken during those photo sessions for the Elvis's Back photo shoot. So what I would recommend is if you really want these, the Elvis Shop of London, it's a good source for a lot of the FTD CDs. He's got a boatload of the CDs. A lot of the albums he's getting back in stock. Some of the older ones I've heard. In fact, I got a couple of the ones today. The Memphis sessions, from Elvis in Memphis, American Sound Studios, and I think it's the Elvis's Back. They're available, and they've long been since deleted, but he's got them for really reasonable price. But yeah, some of the other FTD's titles that long ago, from 2002, they're 20 years old, and sometimes if you go into these, again, if you go to Facebook and you just type in Elvis or Elvis FTD or Elvis Worldwide, things like that, you'll find all kinds. There's dozens upon dozens of Facebook groups, and some of them are just to compare what album releases they have from all over the world, and a lot of them you get people that are selling things. They have duplicates of it, and that's how I got a lot of the stuff that I got that I normally wouldn't have been able to get my hands on. So but yeah, that was the purpose of the video. Wasn't really, like I said, to review anything. I did want to thank each and every one of you that have watched, that have been so kind to leave comments, to like my videos, and my channel is growing. I've had more people subscribe just in the last day and a half. So from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it. This channel is for you guys. It's not to elevate myself. I'm not trying to be like any other channel. I just want to, if I can give you information that'll help you get a hold of an LP or a CD, or as I come across stuff, I will be more than happy to shoot a video for it to give you information. I plan on doing another video that will kind of go into a little bit more detail of some of the things that I do and the methods I've used. I'm almost like, I kind of compare myself to a yard sale shopper, that people that get up at 5 a.m. and are out on the roads by 5:30, and they're going all around the different neighborhoods to shop. Like, I am always looking, I'm always searching, I'm on my phone, a number of hours a day trying to find the best deals, the sites that are out there. There's a ton of places that you can get vinyl. Like I said, I'm going to do a future video that'll feature some of them, and to kind of give you some insight of where you can pick up some of this stuff and go from there. But again, thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe, and thank you for taking the time to watch it. So stay safe out there, keep warm. I'm on the East Coast, so it is bone-chilling cold here. We're supposed to get a ton of snow, but that apparently has not materialized, and we went from getting several inches, blizzard-like conditions, to maybe half an inch. So you know how the weather people are. The only job that I know of where you can be wrong 99% of the time and still have a job. So, but again, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch it. Stay safe and have a great night.